All right, boys. It's been a hot minute. Welcome back. Been stupid busy. Um, haven't had time to do much of anything. Y'all can see the poor old Bobcat still sitting here. The alternator's been ready for I don't know how long. I've gotten quite a bit of stuff done. Hadn't really filmed much of it because I was trying to get it done fast. But I will insert a few clips. I did do some work to my wife's truck, and I'll put that in there. And I've done a few other things to the Ranger. I saved up and had to do something to the Ranger, which I've really been wanting to do, and I'll put a couple pictures into that. And I've been doing some work for my boy Henry down at Henry Off Road. Been doing some work for him. Worked on a really cool piece the other day. One of the guys that hangs out up there works for the local co-op and got him a new side-by-side, and we did a little work to it. I'll give you the rundown on it. I'll put a little clip in here of the unit moving. It's a brand new, what is that? Can-Am Commander HD10 Limited. Let me tell you what, that damn thing's nicer than my truck. I did not know they made side-by-sides like that. My little mule ain't much to speak of, but it does a good job. That Limited is something else. Full cabin closure, leather seats, heat and AC, electric windows, power steering, Bluetooth stereo. I don't own a truck that damn nice. We did some forward arms in the front and a set of 32s, and I think he's going to get a little bit of lift kit for the back of it just to level it out. We didn't think the forward arms were going to lift it as much as it did, but it's a pretty nice piece. I'm up pretty early this morning. Got a few things to get done. I'm finally going to go get the alternator for this, and the spare alternator for the Dodge, and the spare starter for the old lady's truck. So I got to run all the way down to Dave's Armature and pick that stuff up, and then be at Henry's place at 8 o'clock to do some work for him. And I still haven't had a chance to work on my Dodge. I've just been covered up. Anyway, if I get a chance, I'll take a little video of a few things I work on at Henry's. But for now, we're going to go feed the hounds and fire up the old shipping crate and get this day started. Now, because I've been driving the new Ranger, I have not fired the Dodge in 2 weeks. Now, right now, I think it's high 50s, low 60s outside. It's just a little nip in the air. Of course, we ain't got no snow or nothing, and yesterday it was 74 degrees. I think today's supposed to be 77, which I'm good with it. Fire the old Dodge up and let her get warm. Old girl ain't running I don't know how long. Oh, just loyal as always. Go get him. Go get him. A big buddy. A big buddy. Go get him, son. That's it. Go get him. Yeah, I think it's going to be an awesome day. Just awesome. Now that we got all the hounds eating. Well, little Cole's not a hound, but she qualifies. Get them all fed up, and then we're gonna go feed me, and we're gonna get on the interstate, run 40 miles to find us some starters and alternators to put back on the shelf. All right, boys. Next day. Once again, it's excellent outside. Mid 70s, high 70s, 78 degrees, something like that. Super nice. I got so busy at Henry's yesterday, there's no way I could have picked my phone up. I thought I put this thing on Pandora on some jams and just go to work. Anyway, I did get my stuff back. Here's my one-wired alternator for the Dodge. Freshly one-wired. This is the little regulator, and that's how he runs it. He went through it. I think it got bearings and brushes, and he will do a cleanup job on these. Most of the time people just want their stuff back, and I told him not too terrible how it looks. He does have like a tumbler and a shot peener, and he'll put paint on them. He'll make them pretty for you, but he'll also fix them so they work. And I told him I wasn't too worried about how it looks. I wanted a good fresh unit on the shelf. So alternator for the Dodge, the starter for my wife's truck, and this is an early LS, so it has this short little piece here. Excuse me. The pollen is getting thick outside. Anyway, the later model LS has a chunk on it about this big, which requires this bolt here. Well, hers is short, so I had a short bolt. So he had two of these bolts in stock. I just bought two bolts off of him. So later down the road, if for some reason I put this on, I need another start. These bolts will allow me to put any LS starter on the truck I need to. So bolts were like 70-something cents. I just, I hooked that up. And then, of course, I've got the alternator for the Bobcat. He did clean it up a little bit. There was quite a bit of shit in it, and it's an old Delco starter. He one-wired it, so now all I got to do is put a post on it, install it, and she's good to go, which allows me to eliminate a few pieces out of here, one of them being this plug, which I'm going to leave the plug there. No, excuse me. I think it's this. No, I'm not sure what that is, to be honest with you. There's a chunk of harness that was in here that plugged into the back of the alternator, and I want to say it plugged into this. So I no longer need it. I just hooked my charge wire up and let her fly. So I'm going to go ahead and get that installed real quick, and we'll be right back. All right, there it is. I figured out what that one wire was laying back there. It was the old temperature sender. The one that's still installed in the block, but no good because the temperature gauge is no longer in there because I put a new one in there. So, got rid of a few wires. I'm going to leave that little pigtail there because you never know. I could use it for something else. So, alternator's installed. We're going to get the shop open up and get some fresh air in here because she's been closed up for quite a while. And get outside and do some more stuff. Well, boys, we got a few things done outside. Got some limbs picked up, a couple leaves moved. Went down and fed the coons, and I've noticed that old Jenny has been giving me hell at night, and I know now why. I got a couple feed buckets down there in the barn, the metal trash cans with the lid on it. I thought the lids fit tight, but apparently not. The old coons got into them and ate up quite a bit of the feed, so I tied those lids on now. But apparently old Jenny girl's got a nose on her. Not a single one of these dogs said a word but Jenny, and she's been playing hell the last 3 nights. And I'm assuming because it's been warm outside, the coons are moving, trying to find food, because this time of year there ain't much on the ground. It's just out of rut. So I did clean old Ruby the other day, and she's looking pretty fresh. Got her cleaned up. Underside degreased, engine degreased, interior vacuumed out, windows cleaned. She's feeling minty. But as far as the old Ranger goes, poor old girl's been sitting most of the coon season because, of course, I ain't had no place to hunt. So we're going to take her to the car wash. Got a few things to get rid of out of the barn. Got me a jug of degreaser. We're going to go give her a bath. Don't think you want to watch that, but here we go. Alright, boys, we got some coon food. I tell you what, this is the cheapest sack of dog food I have ever seen. but the coons seem to love it. It literally says dog food on it. It's 40 pounds for 15 bucks. And I don't know exactly what 18% chunk is. I think this is 20% chunk. I don't know, they seem to like it. I don't know if y'all can see my little feed buckets or not, but they've been getting the lid off of this thing. And I just so happen to have a few of these little guys hanging out. We're gonna put one on here so I don't have to untie it every time. See if we can get this untied. But sure enough, they had pulled the lid off this thing. And there's corn all over the ground. You can see where they've been pushing all the leaves away to find what they need. I'll tell you what, coons are some smart ass animals, and I can smell them down here. You know how that musk is that a coon has? If you're a coon hunter, you know what I'm talking about. I can smell them, and I know the dogs can smell them. All right, let's see how good this works out. And of course, I can hear Cooper barking at me. That dog, I don't get it. I'm gonna have to get him in the woods this year. I didn't have a place to hunt this year, so I was not able to hunt him like I wanted. Hell, I think that'll work. Oh yeah, I think that'll work. And I got a mixture of cracked corn and dog food in here, and they've eaten just about everything but the corn out of it. So it tells me they really like this cheap ass dog food. And I've got me a trail camera watching my feeders, but the damn batteries died and they corroded. Of course, it takes some old D cells. I don't have them fancy ass cameras, and the corrosion ate the inside of the camera. I like to mix this stuff up. Coons really don't eat the corn, but the deer do. So what the coons don't eat falls on the ground. The deer come up and eat the corn. So I'm feeding two things at once. Man, that is some shitty looking dog food. Oh well, they like it. As long as they like it, I don't care. Especially it's cheap. There we go. Dog food value pack. Man, that's some cheap ass shit. Anyway, boys, that's about all I got. I'm gonna finish mixing up my corn mixture here, and it's so nice. I may come down here and sit and see what I can hear. I'll bring a little Jenny down here. Let me see if I can see what she sees. But anyway, boys, we appreciate y'all watching. I ain't had much to do here lately, but figure y'all like to keep up with what I'm doing. Seems like I'm getting more and more subscribers, which is awesome. Once this weather gets nice outside, I've got a whole bunch of stuff to do. I got new places to bush hog and new tractors to work on, and I got a buddy of mine at work that bought some property down in I think by Hellia. He needs some cleanup work, so we'll be working the Bobcat, and I've still got a couple big things in the works. Don't know when they're gonna pan out, but I'm pretty excited about it, and once I know, well, hell, we'll let y'all know. But y'all can see it's done got dark out here, and well, it's not even that late. I'm ready for the time to change back. I need some daylight and some warm sunshine. I'm tired of this cold shit. Anyway, well, boys, I appreciate y'all watching. walking, watching. Y'all keep watching. We're going to keep doing some cool stuff. Like I said, as soon as I get a few more things rolling, we'll have some more stuff to do. But anyway, we appreciate y'all watching. It's been Turtle Man.